Vogue is your go-to source to find the coolest, the hippest shops here in the New York City area that are hidden gems that a lot of people don't really know about, and they're also easy on your wallet. I like that with New York fashion, nobody cares. You can do whatever it is that you please. You can be yourself. You can express yourself the way that you want to with your fashion. And I see myself as a canvas, and my clothes are my art. And I like that I can express that here. Some people feel that you have to go to Fifth Avenue or go to Soho to get high-end fashion, and that's not really the case. Sometimes the best places are right in your backyard. Vikrina in Vogue is about finding stores that cater to everyone and make everyone feel like they don't have to fit a mold. You've just been Vogue is a saying that I say that is pretty much saying you've just been informed. I just put you on to the best of the best. You've just been Vogue.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the jam-packed Gaucho's Gymnasium here in the Bronx, New York, where tonight we're bringing you a highly anticipated matchup in the 4th Annual City Legendz Invitational between the Imhotep Charter Panthers and the St. Raymond Ravens. BackpackBroadcasting.com here. I'll be your host for this evening, Christian Palacios. To my right, my man Dexter Henry. And Dexter, the big key for tonight's game is the point guard matchup.
Yeah.
We got Isaiah Washington of the Ravens versus Ron Russell.
Yeah.
Imhotep.
Very interesting matchup. Both guys are very skilled, very athletic. You have guys who can score the ball, they can pass the ball. The interesting to look at with both teams is, can these guys get their teammates involved? We know that these guys are the engine that gets things going, but can they get their teammates involved? You see the matchup here on the screen, 15.6 points a game for Russell. Isaiah Washington, he averaged 17 points a game towards the end of last year in his sophomore year, where he really started to come along. So it's going to be a great matchup to watch, Christian.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now tell me, when highly touted players like this come into these type of matchups, especially the invitationals when they're not used to their opponents, do they know about each other beforehand? Have they heard rumors of, like, you're matching up against this guy, he can really bring it?
I think nowadays when you look at what goes on with social media, with the internet, guys know about each other. They're reading, they're watching the ESPN 100s, they're looking on Maps, Preps, Rivals, all these other sites, and they're watching games like we do here at BackpackBroadcasting.com, bringing it to you live. So they know about these guys, they know who they're watching out, they know that everybody's eyes is on this game. This is the marquee matchup of the night, and people are going to watch this, Christian. So they know who they're going up against, and I think they have that in the back of their mind, that they want to come out and have a good performance.
Absolutely. Now, from the coach's perspective, considering this doesn't have huge implications within their league, what are they trying to get out of these games? Just high-level competition? Is it mostly for the players who are being scouted? What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that are that these coaches know that these are ways to get ready for your league. You play good competition outside your league. Today we have a team, Imhotep from Philly, playing against a team from New York City and St. Ray's, historically strong basketball program. But both these coaches know that this is good competition. It's a way to build on it for the season, because sometimes in your league you may go against inferior competition, but whenever you can see an opponent that you don't get to see often, you don't get to scout, it's always a good test to see what your players are made of for the upcoming season.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a couple of our big players I had mentioned earlier, Isaiah Washington, but also the highly touted Sidney Wilson from the Ravens.
Yeah.
Who's actually being recruited by the likes of Cincinnati, St. John's, VCU, amongst others. Have you seen the big man play? What do you expect from him tonight?
I've seen the big man play. What I like about him is that he can score from inside and out. He's also a very strong rebounder. Coaches love him. I think he has a good ability to play at the mid-major Division I level. He's got the body type. He's got the athleticism. That's the thing I think that's sneaky for people, Christian. He can actually jump. This guy can get up and go. He has a nice touch from the outside, and he plays strong. He plays a lot more physical than he looks. So he's definitely a player to watch tonight.
Beautiful, beautiful. I actually stopped by the game last night as the Ravens played last night against Iona Prep in the Catholic AA League. He showed some good ability, but I was really impressed by the guard play. Ravens had a lot of strong guards, a lot of guys, combo guards who can do a lot. Big jump shot in the last 14 seconds actually by Terrence Trice. So it's good to have that ability for the Ravens to, anybody can really handle point, not just their star player Isaiah Washington.
Right.
So it'll be an exciting game.
They're a team that can score from all over the floor, and they're dangerous. And as we're getting ready to start here in about under a minute, they know that this is a big year for them. They've got big-time guard play with Isaiah Washington, Sidney Wilson. Isaiah Washington's only a junior, and they expect to get back to the title game if they can this year. That's been their goal. They were hurt, being knocked out last year. They want to get back. They want to knock off Christ the King as the Catholic City champion. So that's their goal this year. They're very focused on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as we get settled here, about to get these lineups started out.
Great crowd here at Gauchos today, Christian.
Unbelievable crowd, unbelievable crowd. It's actually pretty warm when we first got in here because it's jam-packed. This is the fifth game and the final game of the first day.
Been a busy day of action here. A lot of the games have been lopsided today, but this is the marquee matchup. This is what everybody came out here to see. And we hope that you get a good show. And if you couldn't be at Gauchos, thank you for watching here with us.
Absolutely. Stick right with us here, folks, as the starting lineups are about to be announced.
Now for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors, Imhotep Charter High School out of Philadelphia. 2016, 6 feet, Jaquan Carlisle. Next up, 2016, 6'5", Petit Cousins. Next up,
Yeah, you could have.
the coach, the Imhotep, Andre Noble, the associate head coach, Tahar Sutton, assistant coaches Floyd Butler, Stanley Williams, Alex Riggs, Miguel Boca Chica. and direct, I will bring it to your set. I got now, I don't kill, got next.
The Created in Vogue is your go-to source to find the coolest, the hippest shops here in the New York City area that are hidden gems that a lot of people don't really know about, and they're also easy on your wallet. I like that with New York fashion, nobody cares. You can do whatever it is that you please. You can be yourself. You can express yourself the way that you want to with your fashion.
And welcome back to Gaucho's Gymnasium. We're about to tip off the action here. Some Imhotep Charter and St. Raymond. Sidney Rice and Dante Scott looking to take the tip. As Isaiah Washington controls. Looking inside for the big man, no good there.
And action underway, steal right here.
We got a bounce. That'll stay Panthers ball. Taking out from the baseline. The ball is being walked up by Jaquan Arrington. Here will be blanketed by Isaiah Washington. Little floater in the paint. Nice little hook shot as Dante Scott gets the Panthers off the board.
Nice score there by Scott. Get them on the board early on.
So Isaiah Washington gets some half-court press by Deron Russell. This is the matchup we wanted to see.
Everybody's ready for this matchup, Christian.
So Ravens swinging around on top of the key, looking for the oop. No good there. Back come the Panthers. And there it is for the easy lay-in.
And there you have Deron Russell with the easy score right there.
4-0 lead for the Panthers. Early in the first quarter. And here's Washington now. Gets the screen. The Ravens swing the ball. Wilson now, crossover, and handles the jumper.
And that's what he can do. I talked to you about the fact that he can score from the inside, can also score from the outside. Very impressive player.
Absolutely.
Is Sidney Wilson.
Showing the range. 4-2 lead for Imhotep. 3-point attempt by Scott. That one rims out. Nice rebound by Wilson. And he'll bring the ball up.
And Wilson can handle that ball too, Christian, so you have to watch him on the perimeter outside.
Absolutely. Washington now gets into the paint. Attracts the defenders. Out. 3-point attempt is good.
That's a nice shot right there. St. Ray's, they can spread the floor. So that's what you see what they're looking to do early on is spread the floor with their shooters and get the open shot.
Absolutely. Especially considering the way Washington can penetrate into the paint, attract the defenders, and leave the shooters wide open.
And that's the thing I said you got to watch with him is the fact that he not only he has a great ability to score, he can also pass extremely well, and you got to be cognizant of that with him.
Absolutely. We're all tied up at 4 here. It's Dante Scott brings the ball up down the left sideline. With the ball now, he drives left, stop and pop. That one's blocked by Washington.
Nice defensive play there.
Back out into the paint, another block. This time by Wilson. Back come the Ravens. Washington now, showing some good handles. We're gonna go one-on-one, kicks it out. Watson drills it.
Another jumper for Watson off the look from Washington.
Absolutely, two earlier assists for Washington. 6-4 lead for the Ravens. 7-4, pardon me.
Can't cheat them off the three.
Absolutely not. Here we go, nice little drive and kick action here. 3, and they answer with a 3 of their own.
Yeah, that's nice movement back there the other way. As you see a little penetration, this is amazing what you do when you penetrate, get your man open and able to knock down the shot.
Washington, tough shot on that one. Rebound, back on the Panthers. And a strong take by Jaquan Carlisle.
Nice move there by Carlisle. Jaquan Carlisle, he's a guy that can score. He's a senior, but he knows how to attack the paint. You got to watch him.
Absolutely. We'll have a foul here. 9-7 lead for Imhotep right now.
So you can already see this is not a game where someone is broken out early, and this looks to be very closely contested as many people anticipated. Both the guards are going at it early like we talked about in the pregame.
Absolutely. Looks like we're going to have a lot of back and forth here. Ravens now inbounding. And they'll reset. It's Dallas Watson driving down the right. Looking inside for the big man. Nice little inside spin move. Too strong.
Ravens very active on the board here. You see Lydell Gefford and Sidney Wilson keeping that possession alive for the Ravens, so they'll get another one here.
Absolutely. Looks like those two big men have a slight height advantage over Imhotep.
That's one thing that's going to be interesting, looking at the height advantage there and what they can do on the glass. So they get that extra possession. Shot clock is actually reset to 32.
Ravens inbounding now. Washington retrieves it. He's guarded tight by Russell. Wilson now. He's got the screen to the left. Uses it to the right instead. And that'll be a steal. Back come the Panthers. Russell. Nice reverse lay-in.
This guy, Russell, is very, very impressive. You got to like his ability to attack the basket just like Washington, but he finishes very well, Christian.
Absolutely. Very crafty amongst the trees.
Crafty is the word I'll definitely use there.
Jump shot, and that's good for Gefford.
Look, Gefford's another guy. Strong big man, has a decent outside touch from about 15 to 17. You like what you see from him there.
Absolutely. Especially for a guy who's 6'7". Like to see the range.
Oh, yeah.
11-9 lead right now for Imhotep. A nice finger roll.
They've got guys who can finish, huh?
Absolutely.
And the bigs for St. Ray's, they've got to step up there and challenge their guards when they drive.
Can't be letting up finger rolls in half-court sets, that's for sure.
No, you don't see many of those.
Wilson from deep. Front rims that one. Back comes Russell. Well contested. We're going to have a foul on Jaquan Arrington. Got caught reaching there.
A little over-aggressive there, he was. But once again, they are able to easily attack the paint, and that's where St. Ray's, with their size advantage that we talked about, the bigs have to step up there. That's what we haven't seen thus far.
Certainly need to be ready and anticipate the drives without leaving the shooters open as well.
Absolutely, which is the danger when you have these guys that can penetrate on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Isaiah Washington brings the ball up, uses the screen. So Ravens swing it around. Wilson now. Almost loses it there. Three-point attempt. Splash. Nice shot.
That's a nice one right there. You got to like that one from Dallas Watson. He's shown a nice touch from the outside. Second three-pointer of the contest already.
Absolutely. With a 13-12 lead for Imhotep. Open three in the corner. They get him right back.
Well, that's the name of the game right now. 1-4 and one side hits the three. Another 4, Bernard Laxley hits the three for Imhotep. So they've been getting a lot of open shots.
Back and forth with Wilson. Back rims that one. Back comes Imhotep, leading by 4 with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Russell kicks it out. Three-pointer, bang.
Lightsley is lighting it up. It is his second consecutive three. First one from the corner, this one from the top of the key on the right side.
As his team has built up a 7-point lead.
A very impressive shooting display thus far for Imhotep. They've been draining it from outside, and it's been very impressive for them thus far.
And it showed, it showed. Now, St. Raymond's actually had a game last night. With these young guys, do you think it really affects them? Are their legs heavy?
You know what? When I was younger, you could play basketball for hours, 8, 9, 10 hours. I do get concerned about players, and we see at the next level in the NBA where players get worn down with all this, but do I think St. Ray's is tired right now? No. They're good.
Especially in City Legendz Invitational, the guys are playing off adrenaline as it is.
Absolutely. They're playing off adrenaline. They want to put on a good show. And right now, the good show has been by Imhotep, the team from Philly. They're lighting it up from the outside. And I think there's been so much attention on the guards when they drive. It's been opening up the shot for guys on the outside, Christian, and they've been hitting the shots. So now if you're a defender for St. Ray's, you have to, when somebody drives inside, you got to think, hey, I can't leave my man in the corner, can't leave him on the outside, because they've been hitting shots. We saw Lightsley, he's lighting it up. You got to clamp down on the defense if you're St. Ray's.
Absolutely, absolutely. Stick with it as we're set to resume action here. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Washington walks it up. Uses the screen. Left wing, Washington gets control again. Trying to post up Sydney to no avail. Sydney now on the right wing, driving right, showing good handles. Good defense, however.
Excellent D.
Washington for three, bangs it.
And that's what Isaiah Washington can do for you. That was not a good possession by the Ravens, but he made something out of nothing there, the ability to pull up on a dime.
Absolutely. He didn't really have space on that one either. He shot that right in the defender's face.
Right in his eye. Here's a steal.
Here's a steal. Unable to finish, but Washington able to corral it. Nice little reverse layup, no good.
It's almost a travel there.
Good hustle.
Lightsley.
Washington. And that'll be a foul.
Those two shots there, nice way to be aggressive by Washington.
Now this New York City and Philadelphia rivalry, how big is that?
I mean, it's always big. You see a lot of teams from New York, they'll play a lot of Philadelphia classics, especially over winter break for most of these high school students. So, you know, the cities are only an hour and a half drive, 2 hour drive apart. So there's a bit of a rivalry there. But you always want to show your best from guys from other areas, no matter where it is, because you want to represent your city where you're from. So you always want to have a good showing. And for St. Raymond's playing at home as Washington hits the free throw, they want to have a good showing in front of their home fans, their home crowds here in the Bronx.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's looking like Panthers are going to run this down, hoping to get the last shot of the quarter. Jaquan Carlisle now, 5 seconds to go. He drives, no good. Back on the Ravens, see if we can get a shot off, to no avail. And that's the end of the first quarter. This Imhotep Charter leads the Ravens by a score of 19-17.
So a nice start for Imhotep. They got off to a quick start, but the Ravens were able to come back and make a little run about it as we go to second quarter. And we'll take a break and be back here on BackpackBroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to Gaucho's Gymnasium as the Panthers start off this quarter with a bucket. They now lead 21-17 here early in the second quarter. Thoughts on the first quarter, Dexter?
So the first quarter was a good one for Imhotep. They got off to a quick start. They were able to hit many shots from the outside, and that got them off to a quick start. I think the key was their penetration and their ability to attack the rim. We'll see if they can keep that up in this quarter.
Absolutely. No good there. And they'll go the other way. Ravens ball.
Ravens, conversely, haven't been able to get as many easy shots as the Panthers have been. So I think that's something they want to do in the second half, and they have to be aware of the shooters of the Panthers. Obviously, like we said, these are teams that you don't really scout, but you got to see and react to what you see thus far. And this team can definitely penetrate, so they have to be able to stop that.
Absolutely. You definitely want to counterattack those tendencies. It's like almost got caught up in the air there. A little sloppy play at the moment, but nice cut down the middle, and that'll be a hard foul there on Deron Russell.
Nice aggressive play there by Watson attacking the rim. And I think what I see from the Ravens is their sets just haven't been as crisp right now. There's a lot of stagnation. The ball is sticking around at the top of the three-point line, and they're not getting easy shots. But here's a way you can get back into the game. They're only down 4, attack the rim, get to the line.
Absolutely. Get those free throws as Watson nails the first one. And the second attempt now. That one clanks off the back rim. Rebound by the Panthers. We got some full court press here by the Ravens. Jaquan Carlisle feeds it to Russell. He's double teamed. It's like the Ravens in their zone defense. Three-pointer, too strong. And the Ravens come up with it.
Good defense there by the Ravens.
Washington puts it up, no good. Rebound Dante Scott. He pushes it up to Russell. Back to Scott. And that one's stolen away.
Very sloppy play by both teams here. Turnover after turnover.
Rebound by Watson. And the Ravens will bring it the other way. And a charging violation there.
That's a tough break there for Omar Celerio because he had a nice crossover, was able to get to the lane, but led a little bit too much with the body, and the refs are going to call that every time.
Absolutely. Sloppy start to the second quarter.
Very sloppy start where it looked like there was a good pace. There's good energy in the first quarter. Teams were moving the ball well, efficient shooting. Not the case in this quarter.
We had a real crisp first quarter.
That's right.
So things have changed. And there's a slam by Kobe Thomas.
Kobe Thomas, right place, right time, off the deflection, they're able to lay the ball in.
Imhotep Charter up by 5. As he swings it back around to Washington. It's a game of cat and mouse right now. Washington penetrates.
And right now, St. Ray's is having a little bit of trouble with what Imhotep is bringing defensively. They're playing a 1-3-1 zone, and sometimes they're dropping the guy on the right side back to play disguised it as a 1-2-2. So they're just only swinging the ball at the top of the three-point line, and they've got to be able to move that ball inside.
Ooh, it's a good finish there by Wilson. He gets inside off the inbound play.
Speaking of inside, there's Wilson getting an easy score, and those are the kind of buckets that St. Ray's has to get to stay into this game.
Absolutely. Imhotep leading by 3. Russell drives. A little wild on that one. But Dante Scott's able to pick up a loose rebound and finish.
Nice way to stick with it by Dante Scott. And he puts it back in. 5-point lead for Imhotep.
Just under 5 to go here in the first half. So a substitution. Gerard Lightsey checks in for Jaquan Carlisle, who had a strong start to the game.
Very strong start to the game for him, and And both teams, you know, they're playing very well for the most part, despite the sloppiness in the second quarter. And both teams are definitely playing hard here today, despite, you said, St. Raymond's playing a game last night against Iona Prep. They're still coming with a lot of energy. Obviously, coaches like to substitute a lot in games like these, but both teams have definitely come to put on a show.
Absolutely. Washington now. Silvetto in the corner. And so crossover dribble. That one was partially blocked. Back comes Russell. He drives, but it's stripped. And a slam by Sidney Wilson. Getting up.
Sidney Wilson with a rim rocker, but you got to credit Terrence Trice attacking, saw the man coming, gave it up to the trailer. Nice job.
Wilson, big time block. Not here.
Not here today. What did Five Hands say to the ball? Sidney Wilson says block. Nice job there by Wilson. Gotta like that one.
Absolutely. Getting the crowd excited. 25-22 lead for Imhotep right now.
So some good action here by St. Ray's, going back and forth. Good defensive play. That's what they've got to do when the guys come inside. You got to be able to send that shot back, and Wilson looks active on defense now.
Absolutely. It's big for Wilson to get that confidence on defense. That'll translate to the offense. Jump shot now. Good stop and pop by Jerron Russell.
Nice job there by Jerron Russell. You know that the backcourt of Imhotep, if you don't know by now, they're a handful. They can shoot, they can stop and pop, and they can dish.
Absolutely. 27-22 lead for Imhotep right now. Cross-court pass. It's going to foul on the floor.
And as you can see, again, in this zone defense that Imhotep is running, they're forcing St. Ray's to move the ball side to side. There's no penetration straight. There's no direct movement. And right now, St. Ray's is trying to figure that out.
It's important to get the ball in the post in the other teams playing at the type of zone defense.
Absolutely, especially when you have the size advantage that we can see that St. Ray's has. But when you're an undersized team like Imhotep, they're doing exactly what you want to do defensively.
As Washington nails a three in the corner.
And Isaiah Washington showing exactly what he can do with a nice score there.
27-25. A bucket there for Imhotep.
Scoreboard should read 29-25. That should be the score. The last three was for St. Raymond's.
Three-point attempt is good.
Another three. For
He's heating up.
Isaiah Washington. Yeah, he's heating up. And when he heats up, oh, man, it can get really good. This guy has lit up a bunch of street ball tournaments already. He had a great summer at Dyckman Park. He's one of the most exciting players you'll see in the city right now.
Absolutely. And the defender's going to have to start showing him some respect on the outside. That'll open up some space in the lane.
And on the other hand, Christian, you got to respect the shot the other way because Imhotep has shown that they can knock the shot down from the outside. 4-point lead for Imhotep.
See, the teams are starting to clean up their play.
A little sloppy early on, but yeah, they're cleaning it up now.
Absolutely. Wilson now, stop and pop. That one doesn't fall.
That one doesn't fall, Christian, but we know that he can hit that shot. He's got the ability to do it. It's a big man who can move. As we see right now, Scott's in a little bit of pain. Looks like the left hip or left side of the tailbone that might be hurting him there.
Certainly a hard loss for a team that depends on him greatly. I'm sure they have players who can step up.
So they're taking a look at him right now. He appears to be fine.
Can the Panthers open three-point shot? That one rims out. Foul underneath the basket, going the other way.
And once again, penetration is what got that shot and made it possible. Unfortunately, for Imhotep, unfortunate for St. Ray's, they weren't able to knock it down. So that was a lucky break, but those rotations got to be cleaned up by the Ravens.
Absolutely. Don't want to leave those shooters too open.
No.
4-point lead now for Imhotep. The game has pretty much stayed at the same score relatively.
Largest lead for Imhotep has been 7. That was at 19-12. No, St. Ray's, I think their largest lead was 4, I believe. So nobody's really broken it open.
Nope. Wilson misses that free throw. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Nice inside move.
It's a grown man's move right there. That's number 2, Jaquan Arrington. So you like that move, a little fake to the left, spin to the right, and finish with the left hand.
Puts him in the spin cycle.
Yeah, he did. Can St. Ray's attack this 1-3-1 press? They're really also playing it like a matchup zone.
Washington, that one doesn't fall. Sidney there. Foul on the floor.
And anytime they get a shot like that, like we just saw from Washington from the side, that's exactly what Imhotep wants them to do. Now, the way you want to beat the zone is to shoot your way out the zone, but they haven't been able to do that. I still think that the Ravens need to look to go inside. It's hard to get inside against that 1-3-1, but you got to try to get the ball inside or release into the mid-post.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sidney Wilson now. About to shoot his free throws. First attempt is good. Team down by 5.
They're hanging in there. It's a close game, very competitive, as we expected.
Front rims that one. Back from the Panthers. Carlisle gets inside. Nice left-handed finish.
Nice move. This kid is really impressive. He can finish with both the left hand and the right hand. Definitely like what I see from him today.
Just under 1 minute to play here in the first half. Wilson back out to Silvero. Long 3.
And he traveled before he got that off. So Silvero took a few steps before he launched the shot off.
Absolutely.
Costly turnover there. 47.6 Tech's left, and Imhotep up by 7.
Carlisle taking over point guard duties for the injured Russell. Does not check back in. 3-point attempt in the corner. And that's good for Jaquan Arrington.
Arrington opening this game up with a 3. They're now up 10. Crucial possession for St. Ray's as the quarter comes to an end.
Looks like the Ravens will hold here for the last shot of the first half.
They're still trying to figure out how to attack the zone, Christian.
Out to Sidney. 7 ticks to go. Washington now. Gets a screen to the left. Looks for the man in the corner. That one's no good. So we wrap up the first half of play here. Imhotep Panthers lead the St. Raymond Ravens by a score of 39-29. We'll be back in the second half.
your set. I got now, I don't kill, got next.
The Creator in Vogue is your go-to source to find the coolest, the hippest shops here in the New York City area that are hidden gems that a lot of people don't really know about, and they're also easy on your wallet. I like that with New York fashion, nobody cares. You can do whatever it is that you please. You can be yourself. You can express yourself the way that you want to with your fashion. And I see myself as a canvas and I like that I can express that here. Some people feel that you have to go to Fifth Avenue or go to Soho to get high-end fashion, and that's not really the case. Sometimes the best places are right in your backyard. The Creator in Vogue is about finding stores that cater to everyone and make everyone feel like they don't have to fit a mold. You've just been Vogue is a saying that I say that is pretty much saying you've just been informed. I just put you on to the best of the best. You've just been Vogue.
Live and direct. Live and direct, I will bring it to your set. I got now, I don't kill, got next.
The Creator in Vogue is your go-to source to find the coolest, the hippest shops here in the New York City area that are hidden gems that a lot of people don't really know about, and they're also easy on your wallet. I like that with New York fashion, nobody cares. You can do whatever it is that you please. You can be yourself. You can express yourself the way that you want to with your fashion. And I see myself as a canvas, and my clothes are my art. And I like that I can express that here. Some people feel that you have to go to Fifth Avenue or go to Soho to get high-end fashion, and that's not really the case. Sometimes the best places are right in your backyard. The Creator in Vogue is about finding stores that cater to everyone and make everyone feel like they don't have to fit a mold. You've just been Vogue is a saying that I say that is pretty much saying you've just been informed. I just put you on to the best of the best. You've just been Vogue.
Welcome back to Gaucho's Gymnasium here. It's the Raymond Ravens playing the Imhotep Charter Panthers. Currently the Panthers with a 10-point lead at the end of the first half, leading 39-29. Dexter, we talked a lot about the zone defense that the Ravens have been unable to break. And in trying to force feed it inside, what's the best way to go about that?
I think the best way to go about it is you got to look for your man in the mid-post, foul line extended. That guy in the offense for St. Ravens is going to be the man you got to watch, number 35, Sidney Wilson. So once you get it to him, he's got to be able to make the decisions. You got to have guys cutting on the wings, heading to the basket. That's where the 1-3-1 is most vulnerable, in the back corner ends. Now, you can get corner shots out of that, but if you can get attacking shots towards the rim, that'll help you get back into this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with the height advantage that the Ravens possess, especially with Liddell Jaffrard, who's also a big man, I'm sure he can crash the boards once they get inside to Wilson.
The other thing is, if the half-court offense isn't working, Christian, you got to be able to get things in transition. So one thing we haven't seen from the Ravens is they haven't been able to force a lot of turnovers and get things going in transition. The one time we did, we saw a nice pass and finish to Sidney Wilson for the throwdown dunk. So hopefully we can see some more of that in the second half.
Absolutely.
By the Ravens.
The second half gets underway here. Isaiah Washington, well, we have an early offensive foul on Jaffrard. Washington certainly the star of the first half for the Ravens as he put up a team-high 11. On the other side, Deron Russell and Jaquan Carlisle had 9 apiece.
9 apiece. It was a good start for that backcourt. We talked about the backcourt play, and the backcourt play definitely shined in the first half. What's going to have to happen for the Ravens to get back in this game? They're going to have to slow that down.
Absolutely. It's Russell with the ball now. He ended the first half with what looked like a slight hip injury, but he seems to be okay.
Nice block there by the Ravens. See what they can do in transition.
Back comes Washington. Nice little behind the back pass. That one's blocked. But a strong tip in by Dallas Watson.
Nice tip in. Fortuitous bounce there, and he's able to get it in. So we'll see if the Rays can build on this, and they've now cut the deficit to 8.
Inside, Dante Scott. Nice little dish off Scott. He's in good position.
Nice score there by him inside. So Imhotep, when they get inside, they're able to be very aggressive and do what needs to be done with the ball.
Inside, Jaffrard. Hook shot no good. Big, strong finish there by Wilson. Foul and one.
And there was the size come into play, Christian. Nice move there by Gaffard, but Wilson there to the rebound, the putback, gets it up and one. And these are the kind of buckets that you're going to have to get if you're St. Ray's. And early on, they've had 2 nice scores inside. So hopefully this continues for the Ravens.
Absolutely. Those inside buckets certainly get the confidence up as that one doesn't drop for Wilson.
Third missed free throw for Wilson. Got to get the ones from the charity stripe.
Absolutely. They're free. 41-33 lead for Imhotep. Looks like steps there. Apparently not.
I thought it was too, Christian. No call there by the refs. They missed that one. And then the Ravens bailed them out with a foul. Non-shooting.
Jaquan Carlisle to inbound. Gets it inside. Unable to finish there.
Nice defense there by Wilson.
Back comes Washington now. Splits. Looks like he gets fouled there. Will be on the floor shooting.
Will be a shooting foul. No, will be on the floor.
On the floor. Didn't get that shot up in time.
Thought it was an act, but what do we know? We're just broadcasting.
Exactly. And here's Wilson. Here's that zone defense we were talking about earlier. Washington now. Looking to penetrate. Wilson on the right wing. Strong pressure. 15 on the shot clock.
Oh, man.
Washington. Well, his 14th point of the game.
Nice job there. Faked the pass, pulled up for the shot, was able to sink that easily. 5-point game.
Absolutely. Been able to cut into the lead. See if they can keep that up. A touch foul there by Washington. Certainly don't need to have those fouls, especially for reach-ins.
Those are the ones you can't have as you're sticking in the game, and those ones add up. So Washington, you want to be aggressive, but at the same time, you don't want to get yourself in foul trouble with cheap fouls on the perimeter.
Ron Russell now on the right wing, uses the screen. The Ravens in a little zone defense of their own. Nice block by Gaffard.
Excellent block there. His transition numbers again for the Ravens.
Wilson tries the acrobatic lay-in, no good, but he gets his own rebound and he's fouled.
Now what you gotta like what you see from the Ravens here in the second half. They're more active on the boards. That is the second offensive rebound in the half for Wilson. He'll go to the line, but this has been his Achilles heel all day. He's already missed 3 free throws. You got to collect on the free checks.
Absolutely. If they're going to want to be able to cut into this lead, he's going to have to nail him, but he nails that first one.
There you go. And right now, the Ravens look like they're the team with more energy, kind of like what we saw from the Panthers in the second quarter. They were the team that came out more aggressive, and it'll be interesting to see how this holds up.
That second one doesn't drop.
Got to make the free throws.
Drive. No good. Gaffard pulls it down. Washington now. Stop and pop. Back rim. Back on the Panthers. Russell, that one gets stolen. Good hands.
Excellent
Gaffard.
hands by Watson.
Open three for Russell. He nails it.
That's unfortunate for the Ravens. They had a nice steal open shot, couldn't get it.
Wilson out of control on that jump shot. The possession will go back to the Panthers.
And that's how quickly things can turn around. You had a defensive stop, you had a rebound by Gaffard. He could not hold on to it. And correct the other way, Wilson able to hit a shot. Now Imhotep will look to build on a 7-point lead.
Russell walks the ball up, facing a 2-3 zone. Carlisle now. Back to Russell. He drives right. Looks inside. Turnaround hook shot is no good. Rebound by Gaffard. Here comes Washington the other way. Uses the screen. Watson. Unable to hit that one.
That'll be Imhotep ball. And you know what? I like the shots that the Ravens are getting here in the second half as opposed to the first half. They're actually attacking the middle of the floor more, and they're getting shots for their wing players on the outside to get better shots, better quality shots. Even though some of them are threes, some are longer shots, they're uncontested. So they're moving the ball, they're attacking the middle of the floor.
Absolutely. It's Panthers now, cross court. 3. Carlisle hits it.
Man, oh man, that backcourt can score inside and out. Carlisle and Russell, they are a handful.
Absolutely, 10-point lead.
It just felt like it was 4.
It just was 4, Dexter.
It was all good a minute ago, and things have changed.
As Coach Lopez takes the timeout. So far, streaky shooting by the Ravens, unable to get consistency.
Yeah, you know, but this is what happens in basketball when you get behind sometimes, Christian. You get yourself in a hole, and now you're playing catch-up. You're using a lot of energy to get yourself back in the game. And we saw a good burst of energy as they cut the deficit 2-4, but they weren't able to sustain that. And I think a huge possession was when they got the stop and then had the turnover after the shot by Wilson that went down the other end, and they weren't able to capitalize on that. And I think that was a huge momentum shift. So you have to be cognizant of those things as you're going on. But right now, if you're the Ravens, you want to bring the energy on the defensive end. Try to get some of the stuff you've been getting, the easy scores, the transition buckets. That's how you can get back in this game. Most importantly, Christian, as we've been saying, got to hit the free throws.
Got to hit the free throws. They're free. But love that you brought up the point about those turnovers. Certainly killing momentum. Once the Ravens get a little run there, kind of shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that's always going to hurt, and that's what drives coaches crazy. It's the turnovers. Got to take care of the ball if you're to win the game. Ravens have been more aggressive now, but what has hurt them is taking care of the ball in the last few minutes.
That's where back to the action here. Looking inside for Gaffard, unable to handle possession. That's another turnover. Here comes Russell. Good deflection there. It'll stay Panthers ball. They lead by 10 with 3:25 to go in the third quarter.
Ravens got to really make a run and a push. As you know, they like to say, it's getting late early. So you got to start getting some turnovers, start getting some scores, or Imhotep, who's been a very impressive team out of Philadelphia, is going to run away with this one.
It's Ron Russell now.
All right, 3 minutes, 18 seconds.
Calling a set play. He gets a screen to his right. Long three. Back rims that one. The Panthers are able to come up with it. Russell again, back out. 3-point attempt, front rims. Nice rebound, Gaffard.
This Panthers team, very adept at moving the ball, penetrating. They look for each other, very unselfish team.
We have a steal and a lay-in.
Ah, come on, man. I thought he was going to dunk it.
He certainly hyped us up, making us look like he was going to dunk it.
Jaquan Arrington laying it in there for the easy score.
Absolutely. And back come the Panthers again. Deja vu. Looking for the bounce pass. That's a kick ball.
And this is a very dicey time here, Christian, for the Ravens because this can get away from them very quickly. It's a 12-point lead. This is the largest lead of the game for Imhotep, and they are looking to run and gun. You see they get the ball, they're ready to go. So you got to stop the ball early. You can't let transition buckets like that. Before in the previous possession, we see a sloppy pass, steal by Arrington, all the way for a layup. That can't happen.
Absolutely. Those transition points come a little too easily. Sperard Lightsey looking at inbound now. Finds Russell, NBA three. Misses that one. The rebound by Silvero as he pushes up. Washington now. Silvero inside. Foul and one.
Nice finish there, and that's the kind of bucket you need right there by the Ravens. Able to get a basket, have a chance to add for the conventional three-point play, and they stop the clock. So this is how you're going to get back, but we got to see them take care of the basketball.
Absolutely. Brian Adams with a strong finish. That's what the Ravens need. Everybody needs to contribute a little bit. It can't all be Washington. It can't all be Wilson.
Washington needs some help. He can't be a man on an island by himself.
Free throw attempt, no good.
And the Ravens are going to look back if they lose this game on the amount of missed free throws they've had. 4 by Wilson, another one right there.
49-39 lead for Imhotep.
Travel there.
So travel, a turnover. So Ravens will regain possession here. It's just about 2 minutes left here in the third quarter at Gaucho's Gymnasium.
This is where for the Ravens you got to make a push right here. 2 minutes left, as Christian said. This is crunch time right here. You want to close quarters strong.
Go as they circulate the ball around the zone defense. Washington deep three, cash money.
What kind of shot can this guy not hit? Very impressive game for Washington, but what he needs right now is some help from his teammates. Because he's hitting it from everywhere. We've seen inside, we've seen out, we've seen a little flashy, we've seen him stop on a dime. This guy has been very impressive today, and he's shown you why he's one of the top juniors in New York City.
Absolutely. Certainly came to play tonight. Hyped up for this matchup.
Definitely.
49-42 lead for Imhotep as they'll inbound under the Ravens basket. It's just about 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Jaquan Carlisle with the rock. Russell, three. That one doesn't fall, but the follow slam.
What a follow right there, and that's on the Ravens bigs. Got a box out there. Defense has to be completed with the rebound, and they didn't do it on that possession.
Absolutely, need to get down the fundamentals.
That's right. All these things count in winning and losing a basketball game.
Absolutely, as we're just about to hit the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Almost a turnover. Looks like we have a foul there.
That's a tough call there. It looked like it might have been all ball there on Joshua Townsend. He can't believe the call.
No.
He thought he had it all. Not to be. But you got to like the defensive effort by Imhotep in this game, too. They've been swarming the ball. They've been excellent on the defensive end. And their team, you can tell a lot of these guys have played together for a while. You can see how they move the ball, how unselfish they are. And that goes to coaching. That has a lot to do with coaching.
Absolutely.
Before the game, I had a chance to talk to the head coach, Andre Noble, and, he told me that the team's been doing better than, he thought they could have done better than what they've been so far this year. They've already dropped 2 games. They both were close games that he thought they could have won. So his goal is, he said, he wants to see the team get better in games like this, and they're sure are looking like they're improving as we see against the Ravens.
Absolutely. 45 ticks to go here in the third quarter. Imhotep up by 7, score 51-44. Good defensive pressure by Silvero. Open 3-point attempt. That one misses.
Pushed off. Yep, that's a push off there. So it's a good box out there.
Absolutely. So the Ravens will regain possession here.
Now, can they close the quarter strong? You want to hold for the final shot. You see 34.6 on the clock, so you still have the shot clock actually should be off. There's no need for it to be on. It's below 35. Should not be running. So you have the entire 34.6 seconds to go.
Absolutely. Washington now. Blanketed by Russell. Almost loses the handle there.
Russell digging in.
This is the matchup we wanted to see tonight. Nice little crossover behind the back dribble. Spin cycle. Got a little sloppy there. Got caught up in the air.
That's a tough possession there. Washington had nowhere to go. Did his best Steph Curry impression, but didn't finish like Curry.
Absolutely. Maybe better to see some ball movement there as Russell brings it up. Good pass inside.
Excellent pass to finish the quarter, and that's the difference in the game right now, folks. 53-44. Imhotep, they close the quarter strong. St. Ray's with a chance to do it. Can't get it done, Christian.
Absolutely. But we'll see what happens in this final quarter of action. It's Imhotep leading by 9. We'll be right back, folks. What can we expect from this last quarter of action?
I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you what, if the Ravens don't get their act together, as we saw there, a nice score there for Imhotep, this is going to be a win for Imhotep because they've been in control pretty much the entire game, and they don't look like they're going to relinquish it, but we've got a shot there and a foul, so no, is that an offensive foul?
Looks like an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, sorry, my fault. So things unraveling for the Ravens, and they better figure it out quick. Absolutely. Otherwise it's going to be a loss.
Got a discussion here by the Imhotep coach and referee.
I think there was a clock issue. Yeah, the shot clock's still running, as you can see on our broadcast. Should not be the case. There's been a couple clock issues today. Now running the clock isn't easy, so
Yep.
no disrespect or throwing any shade to the person doing that over there.
Absolutely
I know they have a hard job. They're working hard too.
Absolutely.
But the coaches have to make sure that the clock is right.
Yep. Especially in this high profile matchup.
That's right. And they've got it corrected.
So we look to restart the action here.
And for those who don't know, this is not the only day of the City Legendz Invitational. There is action tomorrow.
5 more games.
5 more games. So if you want to see some high school basketball action here in New York City, come on down.
As Russell walks the ball up.
He's been impressive today, hasn't he?
Big time. Showing a lot of skill, good handles, sharp shooting, able to penetrate and dish. Guy's got it all.
Definitely, man.
Here he is, driving right. Looks like we have a foul there on Russell. He'll get charged for the charging call.
Yeah, he can't believe the call there. Russell does a great job of adjusting his body in the air. I've seen him do it a couple times on layups, able to switch to either hand, left or right. It has a pretty nice touch. So I've been very impressed with Russell and what he's shown in this game.
Absolutely, good body control once he gets up there. Here comes Washington now. Sobrero swings it around. Looks like we had an illegal screen there.
I mean, right now the Ravens can't get anything going. They're just all out of sorts. They have no fluidity on the offensive end. It looks very good at the beginning of the third quarter, but in the fourth, it hasn't looked so good thus far.
Back come the Panthers. Russell. Nice little finger roll.
He can finish, man. Either hand, it doesn't matter. This kid has been very impressive, and he is one to watch, being courted by a lot of lower mid-major Division I schools. He's a guy to definitely watch.
Absolutely. And another offensive foul on the Ravens.
I believe that's 3 in a row as far as offensive fouls on the Ravens. And right there, you see Isaiah Washington. He's just forcing the issue. And right now, he's not trusting his teammates as he's going to take a seat on the bench. He's been forcing the issue right now and just can't get anything going.
Absolutely. Coach Lopez recognizing that right as you did. Puts him on the bench for the time being. Full court press now by the Ravens.
And that's how you get turnovers like this.
And there it is. Silvero now. Showing some handles. Maybe a little too fancy on that. It's another turnover. Imhotep. He misses the bunny layup.
Gotta finish your breakfast, Arrington.
Absolutely. Carlisle steals those points away from his teammate.
He does. Luckily, Carlisle was there to clean it up. Time out. Imhotep is all pumped up. They are in complete control. 59-44.
15-point lead.
It's been very impressive, Christian. I think we're almost out of words of things to say for the backcourt of the Imhotep Panthers. But, you know, for many people in the New York area, maybe watching on backpackbroadcasting.com around the nation, maybe they haven't got a chance to see this team. But this is a team I haven't even seen much of. But in the scouting, I know we both looked at this team. Very impressive guard play. They've got 2 guards that can score. Definitely look like guys that can play on the next level. And if you haven't seen them, you've got to be impressed with this.
Absolutely. Very heady. Rarely do they force the issue.
Yeah.
Taking the shots when they're open. They're driving when the lane is open too. And then kick it out to their teammates, getting everybody involved. They'll get the ball right back. They're confident they will. And it's been a good team effort by them.
They show very disciplined. That has a lot to do with coaching. You know, I'm very impressed with how they pass the ball, how they've been able to score from different spots on the ball. They're aggressive on defense. Their guys don't play off against guards. We saw at the end of the last quarter, we saw Russell playing up on Isaiah Washington. He was ready for that challenge one-on-one. And they force a lot of turnovers. They anticipate well. They get out on the break. And they've done an excellent job. They're playing on the court right now with a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence right now between Jaquan Carlisle, we see right here, and Russell. These 2 guys have been very, very impressive tonight. And they're going to be the guys that have the engine going for Imhotep as they continue their season in the Philadelphia AAA league down there in Philly, which they are the champions. They won it last year.
Well, the last 2 years.
2 years, yes, excuse me. As back-to-back was just playing by Drake, they won it back-to-back.
Silvero now as we return to the action. Imhotep leading by a score of 59-44. 5:44 to to go here in the final quarter. Wilson, another offensive foul, Dexter.
I think that's 4 out of the last 5 possessions. They've had offensive fouls, and at some point, you got to give some credit to the Panthers. They're playing disciplined defense. They're standing there, their hands up. They're not moving their feet, and nothing's going right for the St. Raymond's Ravens.
Not at all. Sacrificing their body. Full court press here. The Panthers break it. Looking inside now. Oh, nice spin move and a dish. Easy finish for Jaquan Arrington.
That's the assist of the day right there. Arrington with an easy score off of a nice pass by Jaquan Carlisle.
61-44 lead for Imhotep. Just about to hit the 5-minute mark here. Wilson now. On the wing, stop and pop. Elbow jumper is good.
Wilson showing the range there. He has the only 4 points, I believe, in this quarter for St. Raymond's. It's been a long time since they had scored.
61-46 lead for Imhotep. Cross-court pass. Carlisle driving left. That one's no good. Out of bounds, off the Panthers. Ravens will regain possession. If there's any time to make a run, it would be now.
Oh, yeah. And it's getting late. 444 is on the clock. It's getting really late, and St. Ray's is going to have to do it. Washington back in the game. So he will look to see if he can provide a late quarter spark. I'm not sure if the Ravens have it in them. They've got to show me they can string together a few possessions in a row as Washington brings it up.
Absolutely. Down the right sideline. D'd up by Russell. Washington, floater. Doesn't fall. May have had Wilson on the screen and roll there.
You saw it. I saw it too. Could have had it with a nice bounce pass to the right. And I think that comes from Washington right now, maybe not trusting his teammates. Haven't seen a lot of his bigs be able to put the ball in the basket. Wilson on a couple of occasions, but hasn't been able to do it. So he missed the shot, right back down, foul on the other end, and Imhotep goes to the line for 2, looking to extend their lead.
But it's certainly a set we'd like to see more. That Wilson, Washington, little pick and roll action.
I think that might be their best offense, and it'll set up things for other guys like Watson on the wing to get involved.
I'm sure. Here comes Washington now.
Nice
He
pass.
pushes it up ahead. He gets fouled underneath.
Now that's what you got to do to get in the game. But here's the key. Look, you got the nice pass ahead, you got the foul, but can you hit your free throws? Please, can we see some free throws here?
Gotta hit him.
Just asking. We haven't seen the Ravens hit 2 free throws in a row all day.
They've definitely left at least eight off the board. Easily, right?
Easily, yeah. Those sometimes are just as bad as turnovers, Christian. Make it 9.
So Watson misses his first attempt. Story of the game so far.
Definitely one of the major storylines for why the Ravens are in the position they're in, down by 14.
So Watson goes 1 for 2. Full court press still. And create some turnovers. Russell now, driving right. Can't finish there. So a foul on the floor. So Watson came up with that rebound.
Imhotep not able to finish there on the offensive rebounds, but not a smart foul there by the Panthers. You don't want to get this into a situation where the Ravens are in the penalty and they can chip away without the clock moving.
Absolutely. Dallas Watson now.
Well, they are in the penalty, and they will have a chance to chip away.
Okay.
With the clock not moving. These are very important free throws.
Absolutely. First attempt is good. Hopefully we can make it 2.
Hopefully. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath on this one. Definitely not.
There it is.
There we go. 2 free throws in a row. Who knew it was possible?
If there was a time, it'd be now.
Can you get a stop? And that's not a smart foul there by Washington. A little over aggressive.
Silly foul.
You don't want to turn this into a free throw contest, because one thing we know about the Panthers, they've hit their free throws.
Yes, they have. You certainly don't want to send this guy to the line.
Oh.
And on fire tonight.
Really nice crowd here today at a Gaucho's Gym. A lot of players from the other teams that already played. They stuck around watching this game. Still in the building.
Sure, we got some scouts in the building too.
Yeah, a lot of scouts from a lot of colleges. Seen some different colleges represented here. So a lot of guys. This is a great place for scouts and coaches of collegiate teams to come and check out the action. As they can see, a missed free throw, but there's a foul by the Ravens. They get to see some of this young talent, all these teams from all over the Northeast region coming in one place. So this is a great job. And Eric Jones, who puts this invitational together for the 4th year, he's done an excellent job in recruiting and getting these guys in here and setting this up. And it's just great for guys to be able to come to a place to a showcase where you can see a lot of these players and scout them. So.
Absolutely. Saw that 5 different states were involved.
Yeah, which is good. It's
impressive.
It's great for Northeast basketball. When we have stuff like this, you've got teams from Pennsylvania, you got teams from Massachusetts, your home state.
Yep.
You got teams sometimes as far as D.C. and Baltimore.
Yeah. So Connecticut was involved.
Yeah. So it's a good thing for Northeast basketball when we do this, especially around the holiday time. And we're happy to be a part of it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here. It's a free throw attempt. It rims out. Wilson comes up with the rebound. He pushes now down the right sideline. This team down by 13. Long 3. No good.
That's a good call right there. I saw that. There was a bit of a push there by Joshua Townsend.
Okay.
And remember, they're in the penalty. This could get a little stagnant here at the end of this game as we see free throw after free throw with the team in the penalty here. So, but it can change if the Ravens can make some free throws and not foul on the other end. And they
back rims it. No good.
Nope.
The game certainly lost its flow.
It
now
did.
Into the free throw line
It
here.
is. It's like a free throw flow now. Just going to the line. That's it.
Second attempt now. Brian Adams. Misses them both.
Tough to come back in the game when you're pressuring the ball but not making free throws on the offensive end.
Carlisle comes back, pushes that pass a little too strong. It's a lucky bounce, though, as it goes right back his way.
Yeah, lucky bounce there, but Kobe Thomas able to put it in and push the lead to 15.
Inside for Sydney. Wilson, he gets rejected. It's now, and that one doesn't fall, but he'll be headed back to the line. Brian Adams.
Adams not able to put it in there with the left hand. That was a good look there by Isaiah Washington to Wilson. Wilson actually did the right thing. He came down with it because he would have been blocked had he put it up the first time. But once again, it's 3:39 to go. This is a 15-point game. If the Ravens hit their free throws, we might be talking about something that's a 6 or 7-point game, 2 possessions. And instead, this shows you kids out there watching this game, other ballers, hoopers, got to hit your free throws. Got to get the free lunch when you can get it.
Absolutely. Get the fundamentals down.
So you got to always be able to take the free lunch. And when you're not able to do that, you hurt your team. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. It's lead now at 14 for Imhotep. Let's see if Adams can make it 13. Second attempt. That falls.
Okay. 2 in a row again.
Full court press now. Russell speeding down the right sideline.
Ooh, that's not a good call. It was deflected. See if the referees come together and change that call.
And they did.
Good job by the referees there to see that. That was a deflection.
3:35 left to go here in this game. Russell inbound. And that one's stolen.
Numbers here for the Ravens.
Washington.
That was close to an offensive foul, but it's a blocking foul.
Blocking foul. Washington will head to the line. He'll shoot 2.
You know what's crazy, Christian? You look at the last maybe minute and a half, not that much time has actually gone off in game time. In actual time, it's probably been about 10 minutes for this minute and a half to be played. That's how many fouls they've been. And when you look at the score, it shows you just how much the Ravens have not been able to capitalize as Washington hits the first free throw.
There it is. Full court press again. Russell now. Double team comes, he passes out of it. Double team again. We have a steal. Here comes Sydney. Showing the handle. Floating. And finishing.
And one. Working his man behind the back. Oh, man. Sidney Wilson worked him there. Got the score and the foul.
That's what we want to see from the big man. Absolutely.
Well. We got ourselves a 10-point game.
Absolutely.
You know what? Let me calm down. Not going to get too excited yet because we don't know if the Ravens are going to hit their free throws.
No, we don't.
We have no idea.
Hoping to cut it down to single digits. Let's see what we got.
Our producer, Luis Velez, is laughing, but he knows it's true. They got to hit the free throws.
Anybody can tell in this game.
Yo, yeah. Sidney Wilson showed me something. Hit the free throws here. But listen, let's credit the Ravens, all jokes aside. They've put together some full court pressure. They've got some turnovers in the last minute or so, and they're able to get this to, it could be a 3-possession game after this free throw. So,
absolutely.
I'm not going to get too excited, though. I'm going to curb my enthusiasm here.
One free throw at a time.
Yeah, there we go. We'll take it one free throw at a time. Imhotep, we talked about the Ravens with that earlier. They've got to take better care of the ball here. That's what they've got to do.
Here we go. Listen, this is that one. So the lead will stay at 10. So we still have that full court press.
What's the call here? Imhotep's looking a little tentative in the full court press. So I think it's another clock issue.
Absolutely. Imhotep was able to break the press with ease earlier in the half, but in the last couple minutes, good job by the Ravens.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been more aggressive. They're switching more guys in the middle. They're forcing it to the side, and that's the key, that the Panthers have not been able to get the ball to the middle of the floor where you can start looking for guys moving on the side. So we'll see what they can do here. It seems like there's another clock issue here, but all looks well.
It's just getting sorted out right now. Looks like we're good to go. Nasir Marshburn to inbound. Out to Russell. He's being checked by Terrence Trice. Russell now, it's like they want to kill clock.
As they should.
And a touch foul there by Trice. So that's not what Coach Lopez wanted.
Not what he wanted there. Both teams in a penalty here. It's been a free throw contest pretty much for most of this quarter.
So Russell steps to the line. Makes his first one. So Washington will check back in. Pardon me, Silvero. So Trice will take a seat. Second attempt, Russell. He nails them both. Lead is now 12. Washington now. Driving into the paint. Tough shot. Back rims it, but he comes right back up with it.
Good pass.
Pass inside. Adams unable to finish, but he'll go to the line and shoot two. Great pass by Washington, as you were saying.
Yeah, it was. Nice. Looked like he was going to take the step-back jumper. Was able to rifle that with the left hand to Adams. Adams, once again, not able to finish on the left side of the hoop, but will go to the line for two.
He's been in the line a lot. He's been banging inside with the big bodies.
Yeah, he's been to the line a lot, but he hasn't been hitting a lot of free throws. I'll say that much. Got to hit those free throws.
Absolutely. Surprised nobody's fouled out, actually.
I am. I'm surprised about that, too. This game has definitely come to a crawl. What was a free-flowing game, it's slowed down.
In real time.
Yeah, it felt like forever.
One of the longest fourth quarters I've ever been part of.
Yeah, me too. But, the folks are still here. People are still tuned on backpackbroadcasting.com. Everybody's still paying attention. Our producer's still awake. Our cameraman is still awake.
Basketball's a big game of runs, so this game isn't over by any means.
No, anything can happen. We've seen crazier things happen in sports. Anything can happen. But, you know, it's going to take some turnovers and hitting some free throws for the Ravens to really get back in this to the point where they put a scare into Imhotep.
Absolutely. Adams' first attempt. Falls for him. And the roll with the roll.
So he hits his first one there.
Second attempt. That falls too. Let's see how the full court press does now. It's a 10-point lead. And rebound there by Adams.
Arrington's got to know the clock is a friend there. Didn't need
Washington
that shot.
deep three.
This kid has got some range.
Absolutely.
Oh,
A lot of confidence on that shot.
Washington with the three-pointer there.
Once
What
he got
a
the
shot.
ball, he was going up with it.
Oh, yeah. And right now, we got ourselves a 7-point game.
It's like another foul on the Ravens. And that'll send Deron Russell back to the line. (66-60) lead for Imhotep with just about 2:08 to go here. It's Russell nails the first, make that 67-60. 2:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's been a lot of back and forth, but the Ravens unable to cut into this lead.
So 68-60 is the score here. Timeout. It's an 8-point game. So look, all right, it's a 3-possession game.
It's manageable.
It's manageable with 2 minutes to go. Big three there by Isaiah Washington. One thing we can say about it, you know, he's everything that's been advertised. He definitely showed up to play today. You gotta like what you saw from him. He's been very, very impressive showing up today, and it's just absolutely amazing what he's done. He's such a talented scorer. His range, that's something I've watched him a little bit before, and his shot has definitely improved. He's got more range in his shot. We saw some long threes, NBA range threes that he's hit today, and he's fearless. He'll take it. He understands what the team needs. They need him to come back, and he's been willing to take those shots. So, got to be impressed with the young man today.
Definitely a leader on the team.
Yep.
Sometimes I wish I saw a little more aggressiveness from Sidney Wilson. He's got the skills, he's got the talent, but sometimes he's got matchup advantages that he's not taking on.
I think the thing with him that you've got to see more of where he's not as confident is within his ball handling. And he thinks sometimes he over dribbles a little bit. What I'd like to see the Ravens do is have more sets for him in the post. It's a little tougher when teams play zone, but he's got to be able to adjust to that eventually.
Absolutely. Especially as the season continues, teams are going to zone in on him.
Definitely, and they're going to pressure him on the perimeter. So you've got to be able to diversify your game to improve in this high school basketball climate.
Absolutely. 8-point lead now. It's the Ravens. 8-point lead for Imhotep as the Ravens bring it up. Silvero, top of the key. So he swings it around. Back to Silvero. Looks like we had a touch foul.
Touch foul there. No shot. Okay.
No shot.
Interesting.
Ravens inbound. Swing it over. Corner three.
Oh, bang. 3-pointer for Silvero. And just like that, we got ourselves a 5-point game.
Yeah. And we got ourselves a game.
You know what? I was wrong. I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon about things changing too soon, but just like that, it's a 5-point game. Ravens have hit some threes. And Imhotep, got a little worried right now.
Absolutely. It's the beauty of basketball. Game's never over. Gets to hit some free throws, stops the clock, and here we are.
And here we are. It should be an interesting finish here for the Ravens and the Panthers. So the key here for Imhotep, I think, Christian, is you can't turn over the ball here. You got to be able to hold on down the stretch, and you got to let the Ravens work hard for their points when they get the ball on the other end.
Absolutely. With these long shot clocks, it's kind of tough, for the
Yeah, it
Ravens to get back into it with 35-second shot clocks.
It's why you love the NBA game so much, where there's a flow of the 24-second shot clock, and it always gives you a couple extra possessions. Now you're talking about 35-second shot clock. We're realistically talking about 4 possessions, or a little bit 5 actually, for each team. So it's very tough.
Absolutely.
It's very tough to do.
I mean, the Ravens have to come up with some turnovers, but only a 5-point lead. Full court press here.
68-63.
Deron Russell now. Left wing. He swings it around. And that's a turnover, as the Ravens regain possession. So we return back to the action here, with 40 ticks to go, as Imhotep leading by 3. This is big time. He drives
Time
left.
play here.
Open 3-point. Big shot.
Big time bucket there, and right back with the lead. It was a 3-point lead. Now it is 6. Wow, we got some great action here to end this game at the 2015 City Legendz Invitational. Wow, we thought it wouldn't be a game, but it's definitely a game once again. Wow. I mean, what a big shot there.
Huge shot. Initially, it looked like the Ravens had them bottled up on that defensive play, but they were able to find their open man in the 3.
Bernard Lightsley coming through again with the 3-pointer. So a very impressive showing for him there. Very, very impressive showing for his game. He's hit some big, big threes, man, in this contest.
And it hasn't taken too many shots, so he knows to stay ready. His number's going to be called.
Oh yeah, and you got to like that. Plug it in.
So we're about to set to restart the action here. Imhotep leading by 6. Let's see what Coach Lopez drew up for his Ravens. As Washington brings the ball up the court. Drives left. Step back 3. No good. Rebound. And Carlisle will go back to the line.
Going to be tough there here for the Ravens to pull it out now. I mean, they gave an effort to come back here at 71-65. They gave a strong effort to come back, but it wasn't meant to be. And when you get yourself in a hole, it's tough to dig it out sometimes, especially when you don't hit your free throws. If the Ravens look at this game, if they go back and watch this game, they're going to say, boy, did we shoot ourselves in the foot by not hitting free throws.
Coach Lopez is going to have them practicing those.
Oh, yeah, I'd have my guys shooting all that. All the next couple of days, that's what I'd be doing.
Here comes Washington. To Sidney. 3. No good. Imhotep comes up with it, and they'll foul. So we have 7 seconds left to go.
And that'll be it. It was a nice, strong effort by the Ravens to come back. You got to respect that fight. But in the end, they were not able to get the job done. Just too much of a hole. Not enough free throw shooting. I mean, the game was really lost in the free throw line and second chance opportunities for the Ravens. But credit Imhotep. It got down to a 3-point game, held their poise, executed a good set. 3 in the corner by Lightsey, who lit it up all day from downtown. And they get this victory. So a very impressive one for Imhotep coming up from Philly, and the ride back down to the city of brotherly love should be a nice one for them.
Absolutely, absolutely. They'll leave NYC in high spirits. Stupendous game by Deron Russell.
Oh, yeah.
Great to watch him in action.
It's a tremendous game by him. He's a tremendous talent. You also got to like the man at the free throw line right now, Jaquan Carlisle, as he adds another one to his point total. They've got a talented backcourt, and if you get to watch high school basketball in Philly, you watch these guys, it's a treat because they surely can score.
Three-pointer. It's no good. And that'll do it. 65. From BackpackBroadcasting.com, I'm Christian Palacios. This is Dexter Henry. Have a happy holidays, everybody.